Halsey, hi.
Hi, Cosman.
Halsey, what do you know about firemen, cops, and doctors?
Every second someone needs urgent assistance, the sooner specialists arrive on the scene, the more chances they have to eliminate the danger or save a life. But how do you call the superheroes of our time?
Call 911 in the US or 112 if you're in Europe. The way they work is almost exactly the same. And how did the emergency system come into being?
In 1937, Britain created and used the universal number 999 for emergencies. Police, firefighters, and medics used this unified telephone system. The number was first used in London at 4 a.m. by a woman reporting that a criminal had broken into her apartment door. The robber was arrested only a few minutes later.
They caught him fast. In 1968, the United States decided to create a universal telephone number for their residents, which united firefighters, police, and medical services. This number would be 911. It's easy to remember, and it gets typed up pretty quickly. Today in the U.S., more than 230 million calls are received annually by the operators of this service. The 911 service is accessed by 99% of the U.S. population.
Can you believe that half of the calls are not emergencies and actually overload the line? Because of that, the time to help those who really need it increases. And sometimes this delay costs lives.
Irresponsible. They don't realize it's not a game. And sometimes every second counts. Viewer, I hope you won't do that. What if a man can't talk? Let's say he's mute or he's in shock. Or maybe the criminals are next to him.
For this purpose, the operator's display shows the number and the address of the caller, which increases the chances of rescue.
I wish I could send them text messages.
They're working on it. It's already available in some states.
Cool!
Do you know how emergency services work?
The call comes to the dispatcher. They are specially prepared. The dispatcher asks questions to clarify the incident. The information is then transmitted to the police's onboard computer, and they're on their way to the scene immediately. Firefighters and medical services also come with them.
But emergency services get a lot of calls. How do you decide where to go faster?
The urgency level also categorizes each call. The priority in terms of urgency is assistance requested by a police officer on duty. This is followed by information about the crime being committed and serious health problems. Well, reports of vandalism and mistreatment of animals are in the last place in terms of urgency. I wonder what they do to jokers who call for no reason.
False calls to these services are punished very harshly. These jokers face a heavy fine or even jail time.
I hope this helps. Let's tell the guys what to do in an emergency.
Come on! There are several universal rules for emergency services.
First, try to calm down. To do this effectively, breathe deeply. Panic is your worst enemy in the race for time.
Second, find a phone. It is better to use a landline, except in cases of fire or robbery. This will allow determining your location. In the event of a fire, leave the building first. Don't hang up if you're not answered right away. You won't always have instantaneous communication with the operator.
Third, listen carefully to the dispatcher. Follow their instructions. It increases the chance of survival for all victims. Remember, while he or she keeps asking questions and tells you what to do, help is already on its way.
Fourth, do not hang up until you are told. The dispatcher may have more questions. Your answers are important for them to ensure your salvation.
Fifth, do not stand by if you witness an emergency. Call 911 for the United States or 112 for Europe. Don't expect anyone else to do it. If everybody thought this way, most accidents would be left without rescuers.
Respect emergency services, but don't be afraid of them, as they are designed to help you. You will communicate with a live person trained to help people in emergency situations.
Remember, human life is the most valuable thing in the world.
See you soon!
Take care of yourself and your loved ones.